talking to. Roll up, that's a Sinatra, flying mama to the moon.
Tonight on EA Sports, it's Super Bowl Sunday.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New England Patriots taking on the champions from the NFC, the Minnesota Vikings. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Brandon Garden alongside my good friend Charles Davis. And Charles, we start by taking a look at the Patriots. You know, they did it again. Their 12th Super Bowl appearance ever. That's a record. They were able to rebound from the wild card loss to the Titans last year. And a lot of folks at the time said, that's the end of the Patriots dynasty. Apparently, they were wrong.
Look, they just find a way to get it done each and every year. So anyone who wants to count them out, you're almost always wrong. They're trying to make it 4 wins in 7 years in the Super Bowl. That rivals the Steelers in the 1970s. But when you think about this Patriots franchise, we're talking about the 2000s, 2010s, and now we're in the 2020s, and they're still rolling along.
Meanwhile, the Minnesota Vikings are back in the big game for the 5th time in franchise history. But we all know one thing has eluded them all these years.
And that's an actual Super Bowl victory, partner. They're 0-4 in their previous visits. Super Bowls 4, 8, 9, and 11. And, boy, they had some great teams, too, didn't they? Bud Grant was their head coach. Fran Tarkenton, a quarterback. Alan Page and the Purple People Eaters on defense. They were all Hall of Famers. And don't forget Paul Krause. He's a very proud member of that great secondary they had. So we're going back more than 40 years since their last visit. You think the state of Minnesota's excited about this one? I know they are. They're ready to get this one going.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the draw, here's Michel. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 33.
He's taken down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and
a couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. From the red zone now, Newton. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And this is caught at the end. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way...
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Justin Rohrwasser for the extra point.
They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
Leadership skills apparent early in his life, carried over not just in high school but in college, where he was a 3-time captain of the Michigan State Spartans and learned the art of the comeback early in his career there. and actually capped off his career with a big comeback in a bowl game before going off to the NFL.
Bo Allen on the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they?
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Devin Asiasi, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Abdullah, the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Open here, Adam Thielen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 1st down from Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the 46-yard line.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Cousins pass.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Oh, that was dangerous.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now 4th down.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. On the return, Johnson. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. At the 38.
Cousins to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. Cook able to escape. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
1st and 10.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Michelle, the ball
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Michelle. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Smith on the
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own
Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision, right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about what the coverages are and what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots, now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball.
Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Cousins. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
for the Vikings.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Ryan Izzo, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
1 yard line.
They fake the give. Newton. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Ryan Izzo, the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
Shamar Stephen there on the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The field goal is good. Makes the score Patriots 17.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
Different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, here's Cousins. That is caught. It's Tajae Sharp. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Go partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now a first down carry, it's Michel. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 17-0 our score after 1.
17. Vikings nothing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the ground, this is Michel. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now Abdullah, the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
Adam Thielen and the rest of the Vikings offense, they get set for their next possession. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard
To
line.
throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
1st and 10.
That one a first down pickup of 8. To throw is Cousins. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Give to Cook out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins now. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
The safety, Patrick Chung, got a hand in, knocked it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Patrick Chung.
Now Cook. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Patrick Chung.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10.
Throwing, Cousins. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Bailey's kick is good, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. And now it's 2nd down.
And 10.
They'll run with Michel. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
Throwing is Newton. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Edelman's first catch, and it's good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the ground, Michel. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run it. This is Michel. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Michel on the carry.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And the lead is now 24. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. 3. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Abdullah, the return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Amir Abdullah on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
You see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. That one goes for 8 yards. To throw, Cousins. Throw left side, complete to Shutter. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
The 34-yard line.
Now Cousins to Jefferson on the slant. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 26-yard line.
Again, it's Cousins. Incomplete.
Cousins pass.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Vikings 6.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they've been moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On first down, Michel. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Michel continuing to fight for more and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
10 at the 43-yard line.
2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sport. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 43 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Rohrwasser on for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Abdullah, the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Abdullah on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
17-yard line.
From the red zone now, Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left.
To kick off for Minnesota.
Now Bolden on the return. A spin. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
36-yard line.
So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
It's 2nd and 8.
So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw Sony Michel with a strong first half. He's over 300 yards passing already. How high can he go? To find out, let's kick it back over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Cousins. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, but it'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Cousins throw complete to Thielen. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 60 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
Dan Bailey.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. On first down, it's Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Jaleel
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
That'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. It's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That's another.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
He was brought down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Pickup. Second and 6.
Again, it's Michel. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 19-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
It's second and inches at the 10-yard line.
Here's Newton. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. And it's third down.
It's now third down.
A play fake to Michel, now Newton. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
On fourth down, Newton. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Abdullah, the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
First and 10 at their own 30.
Adam Thielen, he gets set to go again with the rest of this offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On second and 12, Cousins, complete, Jefferson the target.
Cousins pass.
12 yards is the pickup there, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Brings up third and less than a yard.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And he finds his target. It's Sharp.
That's good.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. Off the play fake, Cousins. That is caught. It's Tajae Sharp. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph hauling that one in from Cousins. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
An extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. On the ground is Michel. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 44.
That's good.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And that'll be incomplete. Ryan Izzo, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Throwing is Newton. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st.
The field goal is good. Makes the score Patriots 44.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Amir Abdullah on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. They really love to get him in one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
On second down, it's Cook. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Cousins now. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
He'll return it from the 6. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down and 10.
He's airing it out for Sanu. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 42. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And that is incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20.
And out now come the Vikings. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 22, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 78 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
Dan Bailey lining up.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Kickoff for Minnesota.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Following the interception, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the gun, here's Cousins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen. And it's second down. Again, it's Cousins. A throw for Thielen once again. This time it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. They'll run with Cook. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the Patriots' 5-yard line.
Now Cousins. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Kirk Cousins.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record.
And the pressure gets to him again. Brandon Copeland, his 2nd sack of the night.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
Patriots 44.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Golden on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard.
Cam Newton and the Patriots set to go again on offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They fake the give. Newton. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Covered by Jeff Gladney.
On the handoff, it's Michel. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 36. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw.